classic matchup here. And by the way, congrats on your first game. A little silly, a little bonkers, a little crazy, a little goofy,
Thanks.
but you got it done. And it was not close. And obviously there was some dicing that happened on the side of Noah. I feel bad for him a little bit. I feel like Noah streaky with his dice luck. It's just knowing him, seeing him play, watching him play. It's always feel like luck factors into a lot of his games. He's a good player, but
he is. Yeah, one shot in Garvin I was very fortunate. That should not have happened.
Yeah,
but he was as always, like he was model of sportsmanship. So yeah, always good to connect with Noah.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. That was a good dude. Yes, Sufjan. Someone saying Sufjan. Yeah. So I am getting around the Twitch DMCA thing by only playing the DMCA music live and not during the recordings in the VOD. You know, the worst that happens is, hey, stop. But for now, I'm just gonna keep playing some fun music for us live while we can. Let's see. What was I gonna say? We got ourselves a classic matchup here. We've got CIS versus Republic. We've got the chaos, enlist chaos here. As we've got a 6-point lat, we've got a couple of generic Y-wings and 2 battle meditation ADAs with R3 astromech. So on the Republic side, so very fun. As we're playing assault at the satellite array, we have updated the scenario icon. As you can see there, the satellite to the right of the timer is posted. Which list would you like to break down? I assume Republic. All right, a little bit more fun.
Please and thank you. Yep.
Cool. All right. So I will do CIS really quick just because it's left first, and then I'll throw it over to you. Betting good. Is open. We've got Cad Bane. He tips his cap in your general direction. Xandu Blood, Contraband Cybernetics. He's got Thread Tracers. Okay, that's potentially setting up a double mod for 7 ships or himself. Instinct Lasers. DGS286 in the Roomba. The HMP has Kraken. Keep those calculates, please, and thank you. We've got the Iron Assembler with a shield upgrade, energy shells, and the struts at 3 points. Not 2 points, 3 points. Of course, he's got shield upgrade. It makes sense to have him be 1 more point. DFS 311 past the calcs has an energy shell and grappling struts. Then we've got a 4 drones, it looks like. Trade Federation drones with struts, energy shells, all the way times 4. So this is an 8 ship list. The maximum you're allowed to bring in a game. An assault at the satellite array, it's challenging, Steven, when you go up against an 8-ship list and you're playing objectives. It's just, they just can play the objective in a greater volume than you're able to.
You are not wrong. If anyone can pull it off with some Republic, it's our good friend Obi-Wan. So lining up in his Galactic Republic list, he's got Warthog at the lat with Synchronized Console, 7th Fleet Gunner, Wolfpack, C-3PO, Ion Torpedoes, and Deadeye Shot. He's got 2 Shadow Squadron veterans in the Republic Y-Wing with Synchronized Console and Plasma Torpedoes. And then rounding out the list, he's got 2 Jedi Generals with Synchronized Console, R3 Astromech, and Battle Meditation. So lots of synergy in this Republic list for certain. So it'll just be it's always the when you're going up against a Separatist storm, it's like how quickly can you take their pieces off the table. Cad Bane will certainly want nothing to do with those plasma torpedoes. That's for certain.
Yeah, that's the only really, besides the Kraken carrier and DGS, the only 2 ships that particularly care about the plasmas. But yeah, Battle Meditation, isn't it like it's just like 2 for the price of 1?
That's correct.
Super good. And these Jedi Generals, unlike other generic Force users, which there's not really that many examples, but they have 2 Force and they're I4. So really an interesting pilot in the generic there with the generic for the Ada. Doesn't even seem, I say generic and it just makes it sound so basic, but really at I4 with 2 Force doesn't seem so basic to me.
Especially against a list like this one, because everything's low initiative. So those Jedi Generals are aces out there for certain.
Yeah, and we got our firing line of CIS ships on the left, just inching towards victory. They hope. There was a game where we had a Warthog. I think it was during the Crumpet Conquest, actually, that we streamed with. It was a proton torpedo carrying Warthog that got absolutely chewed apart by Le Chancelier playing CIS. I mean, he didn't get a chance to shoot. So losing a 6-point lat in the first engage that's carrying proton torpedoes, I would not, I don't know about you guys, but I would not recommend it. That's not what I would advise, is losing that in the first engage. Steven, did your table get put together and built?
Not yet, but it'll happen the Monday or the Monday I return back. So it has been scheduled. So inching ever closer.
Yeah, because you're not home right now, are you?
I am not. You're down in yep, Anniston, Alabama, for training for work. It's off to the first week was first week was good. Learned a lot of information. It was nice to have the 2 days to recharge the battery. And then we'll be back at it tomorrow for week number 2, and then Saturday late afternoon I'll fly back into O'Hare International Airport.
You are a longtime listener and not a first-time caller. So you call in from Anniston, Alabama. Alabama, fun fact for you all: Alabama, the only state in the United States where it is perfectly legal, of course, and this is not satire, to marry your sister or brother. Somebody's gonna comment on YouTube and be like, "That's not true. That's not accurate." And I'll respond with, "You must be from Alabama." They won't appreciate that either. But I will say, my dear friend Matt, one of our locals, is from Alabama, and he's one of the sweetest guys I know. I love his accent as well. He's got this great Alabama kind of Southern accent, and his girlfriend is not related to him at all. So I'm proud. He would find that funny.
Or he might give you a tough time about that the next time you see him.
I'm gonna tell him about that joke. He's gonna laugh.
You got to connect with Matt over the weekend. We were doing some list building.
Oh, are you helping him plan for or list build for his the tournament next week? That he's gonna be coming with me.
Yep. Yeah, I'm excited for him. I think he's gonna do well.
Matt's played last time we were there. Matt played on our stream round 1, and it did really well. No worries. We'll catch you back in a bit. Lambola, thanks for being with us. We'll be here for a bit. Again, thank you very, 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 very much. So we're setting our dials for round 2. As the firing line, the firing squad of CIS ships will march forward once again. I will say it becomes a little awkward, like to be able to bank to the left. So I do like the way Juan has split his ships apart, essentially giving an opportunity to come in on the flank from the top of the board. The only issue is there is quite some distance there to be able to get an effective flanking position. It's probably not going to happen this next round. The downside too is that these plasma torpedoes are relatively ineffective against a majority of this list. So we'll see how much effect they truly have. CIS ride or die with the green dice when it comes to these poppable vultures. I don't know about you, Steven, but it's such a fun feeling when you can pop 2 or 3 ships a turn. CIS.
Oh, for certain. 100%.
Like, pop. And after all that, you're like, oh, I got 4 points. All right.
But it's definitely one of those things where, the number of points is, doesn't feel the best. But then, it's like, now you're in a position where like they're no longer swarming you, because then it's pretty much like you've almost got like a 1-to-1 ship, and with this particular list, I mean, the droids are gonna have a hard time taking down the Jedi, and the Y-wings are the Y-wings are super stubborn, with how tanky they can be. So, and we're already kind of seeing
CIS is aggressive. This is a
having
great
to
move.
split the forces a little bit, though.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, we're getting some firing arcs turned away. And we bump. Do you have to fully execute the maneuver to not suffer the effects? No, after you execute. So we do have to roll for the damage, but... Or do you skip your... No, you don't skip your maneuver for when you move, obviously. And, oh, taking a damage. So that is a free damage on red. That is the Iron Assembler, who he's like, it's fine, I'll just repair the damage. Let me read his... Oh, that's his shield. He has a shield upgrade. So he actually does not get to repair the shield. He gets to repair damaged cards. In terms of objectives here, it's going to be a 3-2 split in favor of the Separatists. I will say, when I played Isofane at Worlds, I played against him on Assault, and it was grueling to play catch up against his list playing on Assault, because it was just, they were just everywhere. We're going to take the 2 calculates granted to us by our friend C-3PO, Republic crew. Human cyborg relations. And we are going to grab a cloak token with Lalat. We've decided against the cloak. We're going to do a more conventional move. A target lock here. Red. Locking. Brown. Tread Federation. Jerome. You got a 5 straight here, which I believe makes the maneuver white, correct? With the repulsor lifts. Has an action here. And we're going to take a calculate. And that is 3, potentially 4 shots going into red here. I'm not sure if green has range. I think green does. All right, now the blue Ada. What we gonna do? What we gonna do when we combo you?
Very aggressive, but only has the 1 ship looking at him, so that could be spell some trouble for pink there, between the plasma torpedo and the bullseye shot.
Yeah, yellow does have range, it appears. Does he have bullseye? He does. He will be clipping the bullseye. Run like the wind, bullseye, as Woody would say.
You should stay away from that prospector. Not a good guy.
No. Some would argue he's a bad guy. One of my favorite gags in the newer Muppet movies is when when Ricky Gervais gives his business card to Fozzie, and Fozzie says, "Dominic, bad guy." It's like it's pronounced bad G. So good.
Oh,
The Muppets are the best.
Yes, they are.
Catchy Slim, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. It puts us at 18 away from our goal of the glitter dice, but we absolutely will be giving away another of our Mando N1 base plates. Steven, I owe you one of those. Next time I see you, I will hand one over to you.
No rush.
All right, so here we go. Range 1?
Range 1.
It is range 1 bullseye.
And we'll get some fire conversions.
So here we go. So 4 dice. And we will, we're going to converge just the blank. Okay, and it is, oh gosh, that's hit crit going through no matter what. 1 blank Aruski, and that's a dead vulture. Can we start off on the right foot here? Yes, down goes pink.
It starts.
Yeah, so it begins. All right, everybody, end the stream. End the stream. Yellow Jacket Pim is here. We got to stop. We got to stop streaming. Pim is here. Did I close the betting? It is. I don't know why it says it's open. Yeah, it says it's open. Pim was able to bet, so there's 3 more minutes. But I think after the next, if another vulture dies, I'm certainly closing the betting. All right, we got. Might as well double up on this brown Trade Federation drone as it is locked by red. So 2 dice here for the Ada, as it does not have bullseye for the 3rd attack die. Not the best. Can we fire converge again? No.
Is it gonna check for 7th fleet? No.
No, none of that. None of that nonsense, apparently. Synced laser cannons, though. Do we have a calculate on CAD right now?
No, just grab the target lock, I believe.
Oh, we're firing a thread tracer, it appears. He's hovering over the charge. No, he's not firing a thread tracer? Are we just doing synced lasers? Yes. Just a synced laser cannon shot. I mean, I don't know, Steven, I would just lay into red here. Just shoot primary. Oh my god, hit crit. But we're going into the Ada. The Ada just has, yeah, I think that was a mistake. I think you go into red.
I would agree.
I mean, Matt is aware of how powerful these Jedi generals are with their dodginess and their ability to coordinate, but you have 3 points of Y-Wing on 1 hull, or rather 1 agility, full health, you can take shots at. Now it's time for our plasma torpedo. Restrict the range bonus. Take it away.
Which sometimes that's, I mean, like, you always would prefer to shoot into something that has some shields, but sometimes just negating the range bonus, and we'll get to keep the target lock. So we'll fire convergence.
Oh no, there's a blank. Only 2. Oh, a blank. It would have killed if there was 1 more result here. Takes 2. Still alive, though. Brown is kicking on 1. And this is the Lat taking a shot at Brown and not getting anything through.
Stay for days, yeah.
I am serious. And don't
Call me Shirley. God, Leslie Nielsen's the best. He's Canadian. I did not know that. Did you know that, Steven, that Leslie Nielsen is Canadian?
I did not.
All right, betting is closed officially as is 2-0 in favor of the Republic. We're shooting at the Jedi General. We don't want to get the easy. Yeah, we don't want to get. We'd rather shoot empty shots at a agile ship at range 3 than shoot at the Y-wing, and it's not paying off. Oh, we're talking about John Candy. Why is John? Did someone talk about John Candy and I missed it? Because John Candy, we're talking about Leslie Nielsen, not John Candy. Dude, I watched Poseidon Adventure, and like Leslie Nielsen's like the captain, right? And I'm like, I can't. I'm trying to like not burst out laughing, and he's just acting like a normal series actor, and it's just like it's so jarring. It's so jarring.
So I do think the Jedi General did need to spend his second force, but will come out unscathed.
Yep. We got one more shot here, and he might have to be forced to shoot at the Y-wing. Who did he end up shooting at?
Yeah, this one's into the Y-wing. This one's into the Y-wing because it doesn't
an
have
energy shell charge into the Y-wing.
Yeah. So the crit gets turned down.
Yeah, it won't matter yet, but takes 2. Reroll for something? You re-rolled?
Something on the lat.
Oh. So he was shooting at the lat.
No, Wolfpack. And it gives them the reroll.
Okay.
Potentially.
So
It's been a million years since I've seen Wolfpack, but yeah.
So Warthog takes 1. And they have not scored points yet for the drone for some reason. Oh, the middle actually ends up being contested. Okay. Oh, yep. And we're going to crack him as well. So it's going to be 2-2. Objectives 4-2.
And then 4-2
total. All right, I'm gonna ask Juan if he's just refusing to, if he's protesting the death of Pink by not scoring his points.
Everyone else fired, right?
Yeah.
What up, Nick? What do we miss?
Hey Juan, are you deciding not to count Pink's points? Just are you protesting the death of Pink?
I was gonna get there eventually. I promise.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine, I guess.
into his ships, but
Oh, they couldn't hear you, and now they can. You got the defensive reroll.
yeah,
for
I was
3PO
just
because it
saying.
calcs.
I was just saying that good first turn for Obi-Wan.
I'll say. Did you catch any of the Cubs game today, Steven? You were busy.
I did not.
Probably not. So, very frustrating game. They got shut out today, but would you describe Nico Horner as somebody who's like hot-tempered or runs his mouth, or
No.
would you describe him as a player that you would expect to get ejected really ever?
Did he get ejected in the game today?
So he took a pitch, a fastball that was like 4 or 5 inches inside, maybe not too far from hitting him in the kneecap, and he got rung up. And he turns around to this umpire, who's apparently a newer umpire, and he turns around to him and he says, "No, like that wasn't a strike." And the umpire immediately throws him out of the game, just tosses him immediately. Just like there wasn't even a dialogue. It was like he opened his mouth and the umpire just tossed him, like just the quickest little like flinch of his finger, like gone. And Council's like, what? What? Are you kidding? And Horner's like, can't believe it. So Council's like sticking around, and then he gets ejected for the first time. Council usually doesn't get tossed, and yeah, the Cubs lost. And I was like, well, yeah, that's great. Just like, you know, throw out your best player for arguing with a pitch that was clearly not a strike by barely even arguing. Like, if you're not even allowed to look at the umpire after a bad call, like, mercy on, you should be able to appeal stuff like that. Like, you know what? We'll review that ejection, overturn it.
Yeah, it's
But
a little
dude, yeah,
bonkers.
it's crazy. It's just like taking the bat out of players' hands is one thing, but then throwing them out immediately when, I mean, he just doesn't have a reputation of saying things that would get him tossed. So I just doubt, I doubt he said anything personal. He might have said that was not a strike or that was a bad call. Either way, you still can't throw a player out for that. But for him to just toss him immediately,
that's rough.
Yeah. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, and it's also one of those things where like when you've got, I mean,
here, I'll show you guys. I have it pulled up here.
When you've got two of the best teams in the league, you don't want the umpire being the storyline.
I know. Come on. Yeah. So.
Okay.
There's an ad, so I'm gonna mute the ad really quick. And we'll go full screen. I'll try to go full screen. Okay. I don't know if you're watching the stream, Steven, but here's the call.
I do have.
Horner turns around and says, and immediately gets tossed. What? And Council can't believe it. He's like, what? I mean, I'm sorry, I gotta go back.
What? No, I'm seeing it. Yeah, that's bonkers.
Yeah,
He's just
so
around like that wasn't like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even see his lip move. He barely says anything. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. And then Council sticks around for a while. he's like, you got it wrong, me, dude. Yeah. So basically, Council's lecturing him on like why you don't do that, like basically how to be an umpire, and then he gets tossed because, you know, his ego was hurt. That's just wild. Yeah, I mean, Aaron Judge is another example of someone who just should not get tossed. I mean, these are fans pay a lot of money. That's another thing that we don't talk about is when umpires throw out star players or player, like not just like, so star players who are contributing to their team's success, like any of the above. Fans are there to see the team and the players play. And people like Aaron Judge and Nico Horner, I know they're not in the same ballpark in terms of stardom, but they're both very good baseball players. And for the umpire to be like, you know what, it's about me. You're gone. See ya. It's like in The Naked Gun when Leslie Nielsen, tying this to Leslie Nielsen's throwing out even the umpires. Like, you know what, you're out of here. You can't throw another umpire out of the game. Oh yeah, you're out of here. Yeah, I just that was an incredibly aggravating series. The Cubs had a lot of opportunities to score, and they were pretty much all taken away from them because of some umpiring. So not all of it. I mean, the main reason they didn't hit super well, but very aggravating because Horner is like bats 400 with runners in scoring position, and there was a runner on second base with nobody out. So. Anyways, I just needed to rant about that because I was just had this pent up frustration today from watching that game and just being like, what? Yeah, so I'm looking forward. The ABS system is going to be proposed to be a part of the game the next season. And I know that it's unpopular amongst like older generation baseball fans, but it still gives the umpires authority over borderline pitches and every call of the game. However, the egregious pitches that are 6, 8, 10, 12 inches off the plate can now be challenged. And I think that's amazing because I'm sick of umpires ruining baseball games on like, I mean, one pitch. Steven, you know the difference between a 2-2 count and a 3-1 count. I mean, come on.
I mean, that's the difference in night and day, especially for Ian, because Nico Horner's he's a solid hitter. You give him a 3-1 count, like he's either going to take a walk, or if you get this pitch, like he's gonna put it where it needs to be. That looks like got ourselves a bump.
Yep.
Feels like stress focus for certain, because this is an edda at the end of the day. I love flying eddas, but they are stressful to put on the table.
Yeah, so if another droid goes down here, which it looks like blue is now in jeopardy, start to get a little concerned. You still have a
Like,
lot of ships, but
I mean, if Warthog has arc on Brown, like Brown's already taken damage.
that's true. Does Warthog have arc? It looks like the answer is no. Nice move there from CAD. We're going to try again with getting green. The nice thing about blocking an ADA is it red focuses, but it no longer has access to the evade that it takes every turn.
Mm-hmm.
Now, blue boosting, opting to boost because just didn't like, I don't know if he could have killed blue and then you're only getting shot once, but doesn't want to risk losing 4-point ADA. So understood. This is range 0 for 2 and
No, I think it was out.
oh no, this isn't a green. This isn't
yeah.
a green yet.
Yeah.
Green rolls out of it.
Yeah, so Cad's up, range 1.
College baseball is awesome. I love college baseball. Don't get to watch enough of it because I don't have cable, but I'm sure you can watch it on some stream somewhere. And that's going to be, you got the reroll from the target lock. It's still a blank. That is unfortunate. Very frustrating. And you get out of it. Or if you're Juan, you roll out of it. Yeah, ESPN. That makes sense. ESPN 8, the Ocho.
Which is the best of the ESPNs.
Yes, of course. You can watch live dodgeball.
Yes, we got ourselves a plasma torpedo shot here. Hit crit.
And
good job, buddy.
Yeah, it's when you're
Roger,
shooting torpedoes
Roger.
at
He's hanging
vulture
around.
droids and they're spending out of getting hit. How much is ESPN Plus? You can bundle ESPN Plus with Disney Plus and
You
Hulu,
can.
right?
You can. That's correct. Yeah, you can get that fun trifecta.
That's also not a great roll. You spend the target lock here and hope for something better. You don't get it. And the
Nope.
attack dice have gone very cold for both sides this round. And in evade.
Save.
No damage. Safe for days. $20, yeah, 30 without is that's still 10 per on average. That's pretty damn good. And I believe this has to be into DGS, right? Yeah, range 3 into DGS. Hence the 2 defense dice. DGS will take. Are we taking 2 or are we spending the calc? We're taking 1. We'll spend the calc.
All right, going range 0. He really wants to kill green.
He's got to give up on that. You got to go shoot at the stuff that has no health, or sorry, no agility. All right, and we're scoring, right? Is that everybody? Or the Trade Federation drones still have to shoot. Brown won't have a shot. Yellow, pink, or rather red and blue will. And we start to shoot into the lat or the Y-wing. The lat it is,
Yeah,
which has a
coming
reroll.
into the lat. Energy shells.
Is there one from a buddy you can use? Yes.
Looks like
it's gonna
it, yeah.
be another blank. Reroll and a blank C3PO reroll, and it's gonna be shield hit crit.
Crit.
The crit is a blinded pilot. Blinded by the lights.
Gets 2 hits and a crit. Evade for safe.
Man.
For the force
Anytime
for safe.
Matt blinks towards an Ada, it blinks back very fast. Range 2 obstructed. Into yellow. For 1 crit, turn it down. Turn it down, turn it down. Yellow, no squiggle, takes 1. And we will go to the 4th round. About to score objectives here, looking pretty good. That right side there for Republic, middle, Republic will claim the middle. The top, Republic will claim the top. Looks like it's going to be 3-2 Republic. So 7-4 total.
Because I think green will. Yeah, green's there.
Cracking it up. Smoking a little cracking. That's what TGS is good at. It's going to keep some calculates. And if you guys aren't familiar with this format, List Chaos is basically just Exhibition X-Wing. Bring a list that isn't conventionally super meta, and just, you know, bring on the chaos. That's what we do here as much as possible.
Yeah, it's always fun to have the chance to put something on the table that you're not going to bring to a tournament, and just like I want to put this on the table because it's fun. Get to live our best Cosmo Kramer life.
Cosmo, giddy up.
Does the lat have a 0 stop? I feel like it does.
I want to say yes. I heard there was X-WingAlliance. Yes, sir. Late as usual. You're late. A Gavin Darklighter player is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he crits to. He crits precisely when he means to. I misspoke. And it's all the time. Spoiler alert, Gavin's critting all the time.
You need to work on your Sir Ian McKellen there.
I'm not really, wasn't really trying too hard, but yes, I mean, I'm not good at it. He arrives precisely when he means to. Give me your Ian McKellen. If you're so good at it, give it to me. Go ahead, bring it on.
I usually have a general guideline that if someone's been knighted, I don't delve into there.
Oh, so guys, this is convenient. This is very convenient. He won't do it because he's been knighted. Ah ha ha! This is what we call moving the goalpost. A common Republican tactic, but Steven's not Republican. He knows better. He's a much better person than that. How about, can you do an Alan Rickman like Snape? Has he been knighted? He's got to have been knighted. I'm sure Alan Rickman's been knighted before as well, huh?
Probably.
Yeah. Obviously. Not to mention that you've damaged a whomping willow that's been on these grounds since before you were born. I want to watch more Harry Potter. I got through Goblet of Fire. I've been watching them all with my mom, so I'm kind of hesitating to watch any of them without her. Like, we've just kind of been marathoning them together. But she's obviously not here in Chicago, so I'm gotta wait till she's here next time to continue. I think after Goblet of Fire, is it Order of the Phoenix that's next?
That's correct.
Yeah.
So I've been I've got a couple of colleagues from work that we've also been watching Harry Potter. And no, it's been fun. We watched the first two. We're coming up on Prisoner of Azkaban, which is my favorite.
Yeah, I think it's the best.
Because David Thewlis's Remus Lupin was that was some spot on casting right there.
It's also incredibly good directing. It's a Cuarón classic. Yeah, Lupin's a great character, great performance though for sure. And of course, say what you will about, I mean, he's pretty legendary, but Gary Oldman is Gary Oldman. So.
Have you been to the new Harry Potter store in Chicago?
No, I think you asked me this not too long ago. I still haven't had a chance since you asked me last time.
Gotcha. Well.
Are we both Hufflepuffs?
We are both Hufflepuffs.
Yes, we are Hufflepuffs. We need to get our butterbeer on.
No, they have at the store, like they have butterbeer on tap. It's quite good. You get a nice souvenir cup out of it as well.
This is
I would definitely say.
Speaking of souvenir, looks like red and green here. Green Ada and red Y-Wing are about to claim green as a souvenir.
We might even see our first 7th Fleet. Oh, we did get the purple Talon. I love that purple Talon.
Yeah, that's red is also in trouble. That is the Iron Assembler. But first, a range 1 shot from Cad Bane, dead to rights. Cannot modify your defense dice with green tokens. You can re-roll though. And Cad biffs that shot. Can we get a re-roll here? Do we have a re? No, we don't have a target lock. And that's going to be, oh my gosh. This game is moving so slow because the average rolls are terrible. Now we got range 1 obstructed into green here from the Ada. It is bullseye, so 4 dice. Jedi General trying to do his best killing impression in another terrible roll. Can we fire convergence? We can. We're gonna reroll those blanks. Thank the Lord for rerolls.
So I had a fun match against
Nice.
John, everyone's favorite 312 intern, and we got to a
Copper blue.
We made it. I think we made it all the way to I believe it was turn 11 when we finally finish.
Is my Wilhelm scream still on the soundboard? No, it's not. Okay, I have to fix that. That's wild.
No
That's
bullseye.
crazy. Green is dead though. Add it to the scrap heap. It is 9-4. And Natty evades. That is the ace I know. The Iron Assembler. Green is deleted. Matt McGowan licking his chops, seeing another opportunity to shoot at the Jedi General here. DGS. He's gonna do it. You know he's gonna do it. You know he wants to. Oh, he's not. He's given up on the Jedi General. He's shooting at the Warthog. All right. Fine. Fair enough. He's got to re-roll. There it is. 2 hits. Spend a calc. Takes 1. And now we're going range 1 into pink, right? Is this pink? Pink's dead. This is brown. Brown has already taken a damage. Yeah, hit crit into brown. I have brown at 1 hole right now, but gonna spend the calculate. Yeah, brown is at 1 hole, but it's not dead. That was scary. Now into red. This is the yellow Y-wing shooting at the Iron Assembler for 2 hits. Iron Assembler, let's see if he can roll 3 evades now. He will roll just 2. Only 2. Not take any damage. Another shot. This time from the red Y-wing. 2 on 4, range to be obstructed. Oh, hit crit. Oh my gosh, can Iron Assembler. This is where we roll 4 blanks. It's gotta happen, right? Oh, almost. Still takes a crit. And what is that crit? The crit is a damaged engine. Not one you can repair, though. Can he repair it? You may spend 1 charge if you do. There's an asteroid. That ship may repair 1 damage. And so I think yes, right? It doesn't specify face up or face down. Did I lose you, Steven?
No, I'm still here.
I think the Iron Assembler can repair any damage card, face up or down. This is range 1 into yellow. Yellow takes 2. Shields down on yellow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but repair, I still mean like that's still the act of repairing it. It would just go to face down first. But yes, the answer is yes. The answer is yes.
Okay, so 2 more dice into the lat.
More crits. Reroll. Spend the calc. Take a crit. The crit sponge of the lat. It's a console fire. Steven, have you and I had this debate or conversation about how Dak dies in Empire Strikes Back and how it doesn't make any sense?
We have.
We have. Okay. Was it? Are you one of the people that's like, oh, an AT-AT shot him, and I'm like, how is that possible if they're all in front of him and he gets shot from behind? I thought he killed himself with the tow cable malfunction, or like that there was some sort of issue in the back, because you said there was a malfunction, he dies, but everyone's like, no, he got shot, and it's like, sure, that's plausible, but not with where they are. Anyways, keeps me up at night. Clearly, damaged engine now. I thought that was a side shot. No, he gets shot from in the face, like something hits him front of body. And it can't be something from in front because Luke would have died as well. There's no physical way. The way if you watch how Dak dies and where he gets hit, it's not from the front. And we're counting up objectives here. I gotta go full screen. I'll get you guys the objective points here in a second. But okay, so this controller is the battlefield where all the AT-ATs are, right? In the scene. And here are the air speeders, right? My phone is the air speeders. They're going like this, right? You see that shot, and then it cuts back to Dak, and Dak's like sitting there again. At this point, they're approaching the AT-ATs. There's nothing behind them because they're leaving their defenses, their base, and he goes and dies. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Could be a system that got hit elsewhere and caused an explosion on his console. I think it's just like, it just, whatever effect they used, it just isn't convincing as to like how, if that were the case, like that, maybe that's just the explanation. I thought it was like he had like a literal console fire. Something exploded from the back. Because again, he's like, we have a, what is, if I look it up, what does it say? Dax, is there like a Dax death explained? It says Imperial fire. It doesn't. No, it doesn't make sense. Shot in the back. It's shot in the. No. How was he shot in the back? He wasn't though. And realize something odd. Luke is flying. Okay, thank you, Reddit. Here we go, everybody. We're gonna read this together. I'm rewatching ESB and realizing something odd. Luke is flying straight towards a group of Imperial AT-ATs when his snowspeeder is shot from the rear, killing his gunner, Dak. Luke's snowspeeder is clearly hit in the back where Dak is seated. AT-ATs don't have rear-facing guns that are too cumbersome to turn around quickly enough to fire at a passing snowspeeder. We see rebels firing large turrets towards the approaching AT-AT. So is it possible that Luke's speeder was mistakenly hit by rebels firing at incoming rebel? Don't forget there's AT-STs on the field as well, I believe, and they're much easier to turn around. Luke, we have a malfunction in fire control. The snowspeeder wasn't hit. It suffered catastrophic equipment failure. That's how I interpreted the scene. And they said, same, I'm sure that's how it was meant to be viewed. Wow, this person has a lot to say. The other option is that Dax screws up cutting in the auxiliary after his malfunction of fire control and his gun blows up. It's pretty difficult to tell in the snapshot. We see exactly what is exploding, but it's certainly possible. It's much more likely than friendly fire. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Clearly vindication. Flak burst just before Dax dies. You can hear the AT-AT firing sound. A flak burst hits just off the port stern of the speeder. No, that doesn't make sense. Because the AT-ATs can't shoot at him. Because they can't turn around. Cool.
Today's episode of Down the Rabbit Hole with Nick Sperry is brought to you by...
seriously. It's going crazy. I mean, sorry, but like, when we have the kind of downtime we've had in this game in between rounds, I'm absolutely going down rabbit holes. I'm keeping you all hostage to my crazy mind. My psycho brain. Did they ever score objectives last turn? It still says 9-4. There's no way. Nobody scored a single objective? I don't see how that's possible, especially with the lat there. I'm gonna double check something really quick. I'll be right back. Hi.
What's up, dog?
Hi, boys. Did nobody score a scenario point last round?
No,
Nope.
all contested.
Even the lat didn't score the bot. Okay. That's
Yep,
wild.
we're
That's
two ships
rare.
there with them.
Damn. All right. I'm just gaslighting you guys about everything you do. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's to be expected by someone like you.
Yeah. Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, for sure. I'm from California. I have to gaslight and manipulate people. That's what I do. Thank you. All right. We all confirmed I was just gaslighting them. Apparently, yeah, they didn't score any objective points. No, another chance of DGS Captain of Gondor to show his quality and take out the Jedi General.
Grabbing a focus.
Uh-oh. Oh, he has him right where he wants him. I think him taking the evade is guaranteed. Matt will shoot at him now.
Roro. Is that a blue? It is. So I think you're going to see a boost focus here and put him dead to rights. The dream may be realized this turn.
Well, that's interesting, Pim. Save the dream, preserve the rebellion. If only you could fight as well as you lie.
We're checking for 7th Fleet. Yeah, we are.
Is this in yellow? No. It's in brown. That makes sense.
Yep.
Only 2. Oh, reroll. Fire convergence. Only 2. Hit crit. There is a calculator out there. You need 2 blanks. You don't get it. All the pain in the world for Brown.
Brown's been very stubborn on one hull.
Now you can shoot it into the Iron Assembler, who's going to get shot at twice here. Has 2 hull left. Didn't roll enough dice. Now we do. Spend the focus for hit crit into the Iron Assembler, and the Iron Assembler is taking another crit. You have to spend that calculate there, and if it's a direct, that is going to do it for the Iron Ass. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? We get a structural damage. Not what you want to see. Structurally, not doing so hot. Do you know there's a beautiful chocolate factory on Hoth, Stephen, called Willy Wampa's?
I'm very familiar. It's an excellent shop.
Come with me and I'll eat your arm. Oh no! Cad! No! The Jedi General! Oh wow, okay.
It is 3 hits. There we go.
Jedi General. Oh! The Jedi General takes 1. The Jedi General takes a damage. The dream is alive and the evade had to be spent. One of the popular instant meal cuisines on Hoth, the Hoth Pocket. Hit crit here, and that's going to do it for the Iron Assembler. He's got structural damage, and down he goes.
Is the Iron Assembler 3 points?
Yeah, because he is a ton of loadout for some reason. Yeah, he can take shield upgrade. So it's 12-4 here, and it's looking pretty good for the Republic. These are not the shots that excite me. This next shot from the lat, hopefully it's in arc, is what excites me here. Opportunity to wipe off another drone. And that would be the entire Tread Federation drone, well, except for blue. The rest of them would be taken off the board, but fire convergencing for nothing at all. Not very exciting. Yes, we have range 1. All right, range 1 here. Can we finish off Brown?
Oh, it still has
See you later. No, blinded pilot. No, blinded pilot.
blind pilots. No, yep. So
Oh, safe. Safe for
good job,
Ruski.
Brown.
Brown will not go down. Brown will not go quietly into this good night.
It's like I want to live.
If only you could live as well as you die. Doesn't
Here
make
we go.
sense. But here we go with a
Not
range
agree.
1 shot. Faramir, aka DGS, trying to take the shot. We're rolling for something. Not sure what that was for. Console fire?
Maybe.
Console fire.
Yep.
The lat has console fire. That answers
All right, range 1.
Pim's question.
Into the Jedi General.
Oh,
Two.
DGS 2. Oh, no.
No,
Still
focus.
alive.
one force.
Takes one.
Takes one.
Takes one. Oh, the general, the Jedi general. Yellow has taken shields, so we're going to shoot at yellow. It is range 3 obstructed. An opportunity for the Y-Wing to roll 3 defense dice.
living their best life.
That
Don't
shot
think
does
I'll
not
believe.
spark joy. One. And we're back to dials. Are we once again not scoring any objectives? There's no way, right? CIS
Yeah,
is
they're
gonna
counting it right now.
claim a couple. Relic gets the left. Yeah. Oh, CIS gets 3. We're up to 7. It's 13-7. And the 5th round will commence as we Kraken. What's another random thing, guys, that just bothers you, that keeps you up at night, that just like no one else is gonna really care about but you? Because for me, it's the DAC. You know, like come on, like it's a conspiracy. What happened to DAC? What is there? I'm trying to think. Is there anything, Steven, that comes to mind for you?
Well, I mean, it's not so much of a conspiracy, but it always makes me sad that when you watch a modern version of Return of the Jedi, that you lose that sweet, I mean, Ewok celebratory music. From the
I love the
original.
new one. I love it.
Like I like the original. Like where's the yub yub? That's what I want at the end of Return of the Jedi.
Psh, psh. I love
Like-
the new edit with all the planet celebrating. I'm a fan.
I mean, but I don't like the music. It's less, I mean, exciting.
What?
joy-filled.
I thought it was good.
I mean, it's not
We'll
to
have
say that it's
to
not good. I mean,
agree
John
to
John
disagree.
Williams, like John Williams wrote it. It's good music, but I like John Williams' original music better.
Mm.
Like,
What do you guys think? One in the chat if you guys prefer Yub Nub. 2 if you like the edit of adding all
just
the
the
stuff at
music.
the end.
like it's not adding all the stuff.
the
it's
music, but the music is a
difference in
part
music.
is a reason why they wanted to add to it. So they did the music as a part of that. I have a feeling you're gonna have some allies, some yum nub allies. They call them nubbers. No, nobody in the chat. Nobody's saying 1 or 2. They're tuning me out. They've muted the stream. Fair. Also, I'm not sure why the betting graphic has stayed open this whole time. I am on top of my game tonight. Juan with a 6-point lead.
Chaos.
The list chaos. 6-point lead, 2 points of a vulture sitting out there on 1 hole. Everybody else relatively healthy though. I mean, pretty much fully healthy. You got a 1-hole Jedi General. Which is better, Tomax, SSP, or Juno with Procket? I would say now I would choose Juno. Just because the advanced targeting computer, the crit conversion, the dial is better. More agility. 1 less health, but you got shields as well. That's another thing, is that you can have crits bounce off the shields with Juno. All right, 12 minutes left. This game it's felt a little slow. There's just a lot of ships, a lot of mediocre attack dice rolls. I feel like, for the most part.
Yeah, it's definitely been a lot of plink damage. Yeah, recharge in 7th Fleet. Brown is like, I want nothing to do with anything happening over there.
Yeah, Brown says no, hell no. This move could not pay off for yellow, but DGS stops. Too hard from the lat. Here comes the cavalry. Remember, we are going to do a quick giveaway after this game. I'll have to bounce very quickly just because of this game, the softball game I have to play. I think we're going to play. The weather will be okay. But we will do a giveaway of a Mandalorian and 1 base plate.
I think I am potentially doing the boost, which I think is the right call here. Because Warthog is certainly
The boost with CAD, is it going to have a shot if you boost with CAD? Boost right?
I think so.
Just going to lock.
No, just doing
Okay.
the target lock.
Play the log game. He's moving? Oh, the Jedi General, Steven. It's the Jedi General. Look how yellow has been able to avoid getting shot at by any of the things that were right behind him. Look at it, look at that. Like he's arc dodged everything. It's pretty funny.
Feel like he's got some Bumblebee Autobot blood in him.
Yeah. So we got to coordinate for a target lock. Looks like, or what did we end up doing?
I'm coordinating in an evade to
Innovative. Oh, to the Jedi General. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna get shot at twice. Gonna try to gonna try to finish off Brown. Feel good about Obi-Wan's chances if he can get that kill here and get him up to 2, and then he, I think, is gonna claim. Oh, he won't claim any objectives this turn though. He might claim 1, the middle, but otherwise looking good for CIS. I don't know if yellow's in range of the back one. We'll see. All right, 2.
So need a blank.
Yep. And no, once again, rolls out of it. Brown saying, "Take that, you clown." It's getting personal, apparently. Now we're going to shoot a CAD, the only shot we got, for 1. CAD, I think you just, you spend the calc. Okay. Yeah, you got no shot. You spend the calc all day. Now we're gonna try to go for the Jedi General, but green. Even though it's range 3 with a force and an evade, it's pretty much impossible. You would need 2 hits, and then the Jedi General will need to roll 4 blanks. Did he shoot at a Y-wing instead? Looks like, or maybe he shot the lat? No, it's not the lat. I don't know who he shot at. I'm so lost. Okay,
Yep.
Natty evades.
I think,
Whoever rolled
he
that.
decided to go. Yeah.
All right, another shot at a DGS. I think at this pace, we got one more round left.
Yep. For 1, safe.
TGS took a shield. And I think we're counting objectives now. So CIS is going to get 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, one more shot here. Another shot into the Jedi General, who still has all his tokens. 2 dice. This is the shot to do it. That would be hilarious. And, okay, hit crit, apparently. If that's how things end up, but you spend the evade and you're fine. That die result was just a blank. And then it just toppled over like way later to a crit. But 2 objectives for CIS. 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 of them. Republic will get at least 1. Is yellow in range? What do we think? That's kind of close. I think it's gonna be just out though. The middle does go to Republic. So they have 14 to 10. So still a close game for Matt. I mean, if you get the kill the lat, you're ahead. And I feel like Cad can just take the lat, pursue the lat now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whole left. I don't know if we ever saw a console fire roll. Did we see that?
I don't know if we did this turn. Did he repair that? No, because he
No.
couldn't have.
Yes. Yes. All right, and let's actually do the giveaway here real quick while we're setting dials. So again, we're gonna give away another of one of those by the 120 marker, another one of those Mandalorian base plates for the N1, the new XWA SL. Very popular, been very fun. So just type 312 in the chat to be entered to win. 312. Type 312. Biddy Bumbo so far is the only one that's entered. Jamo now entering. Jamo should already have one, but he's entering for some reason. 312.
It's always nice to win something for a local.
If they play locally, I don't know if Jamo has a. Oh no, he has a local scene. I can't remember. Some folks only play online, and because of their communities died out or something. But I believe Jamo plays in person. Yeah, no worries. You can still win. If you win, you can give it to a local. It's okay. I'm more apprehensive to give people Worlds dice and their Worlds dice giveaways who are at Worlds. Like, you know, if you it was the only prize you could get. So I don't really like to give those folks more Worlds dice. 312 in the chat, folks. We got 4 people who have entered. Last call, 312. Type it if you'd like a chance to win Mandalorian base plate. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1,
3,
2.
1, 2.
Oh yeah. And the winner is. There you go. Jamo is the winner. Exclamation point win. Knowing the Canada Post, you'll see it in 3 to 8 months. All right. Thank you all, and thank you to Lambolo for the subs and those who have resubbed today and subbed with Twitch Prime. Thank you to you all. And this will be the last round. All right. My God. It's like they know I have to go right after this. There we go. Green sets the dial, I think. Green doesn't want to die, so let me keep him alive. Steven, go ahead and take it away for a few minutes. I'm gonna change to be proactive.
Sounds good. The dials have been set. Obi-Wan is still here we go. We got a road roll. Yeah, definitely interested to see what direction Cad's going to be turning. You've got a systems barrel roll from our blue Jedi general, who's at full. All right, so Brown has gone all the way to the board edge, trying to stay alive. Calculate from blue. All right, so we got a reinforce from Warthog trying to stay alive. Yeah, it doesn't look like the gunboat's going to have arc on Warthog here. So Warthog is probably going to be in a pretty good spot to live. Let's see how fast Cad ended up going. So Cad turned in, trying to take the lat off, but I don't think he's going to be able to do that with just one shot.
All right, I am back.
So we are inching ever closer to the to shots being fired.
How many shells are up? I think anything relevant is spent. Yeah. Shooting at Cad here.
Cad, so
Seven
fire
fleeting it.
convergence.
Yep. Cad probably just take the damage.
Yeah, so
Couple
shields down on
shields.
Cad.
Now a nice shot into yellow. Pretty decent spend for 3. Yellow does not have any damage cards. Just needs to not blink out. The opposite.
Double
Natty evades.
evades.
A lot of natty evades from Matt. Takes 1. Again, I'm wearing my Swamp Donkeys jersey.
So got the range 1, no dead to rights. Spent
Yeah.
the target lock from the turn before.
He doesn't have a lock, I guess, anymore. Takes just 1. Still, the lat's not going anywhere. Yep. Even with console fire, it'd still live. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's still got whatever 1 left. Console fire roll nothing. Lat. Or rather, red now. Range 2 into CAD.
Focus for 2. Cad's like, nah, get out of
Jesus.
here.
Yeah. My God. Yellow has no shot. Just range 1 into red, who has
Just
not
fully
taken any
healthy.
damage. Yep. Yellow taking
What
1.
was it? Yellow takes 1, still alive on 1.
Oh, on 1, I missed some damage. Yellow has 1 hole left.
Just
Huh.
took 1.
Yeah, Matt couldn't get the points unless somehow you get Jedi General here, but it just doesn't seem possible to evade and 2 force. CIS will claim.
Does have an
I
energy
think.
shell. Hit
Oh.
crit.
Yeah, okay. And plenty. 2 evades. Is that everybody? Yep. The middle is contested. Contested as well. So Matt will get at least 1 point for the top right, top left, nothing. Or middle left, nothing. Middle contested. Bottom of the board is just Matt's. So the final score, a close one though, 14-12.
Yeah, Matt got that back really close.
Yeah, no, he did. I got to get ready for my softball game. I just had our jerseys made. I got the fit check here. Fit check. Number 69, Daddy Hack the 4th on the back. All right.